Yeah. 12 speed, shifting through the rain. Ain't no love inside this road. Got some family run against me, still I text on my own. Sleep a cold, but I ain't full. I make racks off moving lows. Cut the license like it dark, but I still shine like something gold. Diesel loud, this ain't no rental. I don't mind, I'm built for war. Phone on mute, I up the fake. They only call when pocket sore. Every trip I took was pressure, made it through when I was poor. Now I vlog it, but this real. I see pain behind these doors.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy OTR Sean, back at it again with another not so regular video. It's been like 2 months, almost 3 months since I made the last video. Not gonna hold y'all too long. I'm just jumping on here to let you all know. Still with Road Legends, still with the company, still out here trying to make the best of what this could be. Thank you for everybody who has subscribed. I see that we've got up to 257 subscribers. We're on the road to 500. Thank you for everybody who has jumped in the Discord. If you have not jumped in the Discord or you're thinking about jumping in the Discord, the link will be down in the description. Also, there will be a link to the Spotify podcast called The Final Exit Podcast with myself and two other drivers from Road Legends, one being Netrunner Dio and the other one being Damo. So, don't miss out. We'd love to have you over at the podcast. It's called The Final Exit. But enough self-promo. What's been going on with Road Legends? Alright, so the last video I made, I don't remember what was going on, but not too long after that last video, I'd say three or so weeks ago, so it's been a big gap actually. After that video, I started to get bored with doing drive-in. I felt like I had reached the cap of what the drive-in division could offer, so I switched back to flatbed, which is what I started. When I started in 2019, I worked with Maverick Transportation. I was a flatbedder then. Went back into the flatbed game, and I've been over here on Road Legends flatbed division for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Not long after I switched to the flatbed division, lo and behold, my truck 082 somehow, some way tore through the chassis harness, the after treatment harness, blew out the TCM, along with, I'm being told now that the truck needs brakes on the drive axles, and I've known that I've had a leaking front diff. It's not like pouring out fluid, but it's leaking. So my truck is currently in Chicago. It was at Kingsport. It was in Kingsport, Tennessee, at the MHC dealer. That MHC dealer, garbage. I'll put a couple pictures of the condition of the truck when I came back to the MHC dealer. I had to go home, take care of some family stuff. So I left the truck at the dealer. Road Legends got me a rental. I went home, came back to the pictures that I'm going to put here. Was quoting like what I was told by Road Legends, $14,000. So to have it towed back to the yard, it's substantially cheaper, true enough. The problem is, I don't have my truck, so I'm highly uncomfortable. Uncomfortable in the sense that majority of my things are still in my truck. I didn't take everything out. I basically took the essentials. So yeah, my truck is at the yard. While I've been out here, when they brought the rental truck to me, and in my situation, the rental truck is $1,200 a week. It adds, my truck payment is $875, and they've put my payments on my truck on hold. So I'm like pushing to get my truck done. It was supposed to be done tomorrow. Today's Thursday. It was supposed to be done on Friday, but they're having an issue with programming the TCM. For some reason, there's an issue with the software or something like that. I don't know. They didn't go into detail. They're just telling me that the TCM is having difficulty being programmed. So it's looking like Monday or Tuesday, worst case scenario. I've already spoke with maintenance, and I basically told them if it's not done by Tuesday, I will be in Chicago and I will wait for my truck to be done. I'd rather wait and sit in my truck than be in this one. It's not that this rental is bad. It's just you get used to being in one particular truck for over a year, and I have somewhere between 30 and 32 payments left. I kind of don't want my truck 400, 500 miles away from my house. I would prefer that it be closer to me. So, there's that. As far as the plan after I get my truck back, or the loads as far as Flatbed is concerned, I wouldn't say that the drive-in division is bad. It's just there's a big pay gap, in my opinion, from drive-in to flatbed. And it's probably because flatbed would be considered specialized. When I sat down and thought about it, it does make sense. You are doing double, if not quadruple, the work that you would be doing with a drive-in. But the loads are way different. To make the same amount of money with a drive-in, you've got to go 600-700 miles. Whereas the load that I just had last night, I'll put some pictures of that load in here also. That I had last night, that load went 285 miles. It paid $900. You do the math on that. That's loaded plus empty. It's like $3 and something, $3 and change. That's good money. The week of 4th of July, I started on like a Tuesday, and I cleared 5,400 off of 2 or 3 loads. Not bad. So far with Road Legends, the flatbed division seems like it's a better opportunity to pay off a truck as far as with the market and things of that nature. Not saying that if you're coming to Road Legends or you're thinking about coming to Road Legends, that the drive-in division is bad. It's not bad. It's just over capacity. There's less need for skill with a drive-in versus flatbed. With flatbed, when I say skill, it's like just about, if you get a CDL, you pretty much can back up a truck. You might not be the best at alley docking, whatever, but you should be able to back up a truck. You should be able to, manage a log or work a log. You should be able to know how to do a pre-trip. Like, these are things that you should already know how to do, despite the fact of anything else. You go to flatbed, now you're adding all of the stuff that you would normally have to do drive-in, but now you got to do securement, making sure that the load is centered correctly on the trailer, making sure that you're not too far in front of or too far behind where your spreads are. The trailer that I have is a 53-foot flatbed with the sliding tandem. Road Legends, their flatbed trailers are nice. They've got a tarp box on the side, on the passenger side. You have the option to add a tarp box on the other side. You'd obviously have to pay for that, but you could do that. Road Legends carries 2 4-foot drop tarps, 2 8-foot drop tarps, 5 chains or 10 chains, and 10 ratchet binders. No snap binders that they supply you with. You can buy the snap binders if you want to, I'm sure. You also get, I think, 12 or 13 straps, 12 plastic edge protectors, some coil racks, some pipe stakes, some packing blankets to protect if you have sharp edge stuff, to protect the tarps, because the tarps are expensive. and coil mats. I'm probably missing some. Oh, and I have the oversized package. They're gonna try to, if you come to Road Legends, they're gonna try to get you the oversized package. All it is you get the flags and the banner that goes on the front and on the trailer that say oversized, yada yada. They do not supply you with lights for oversized loads, so I have no, as of this moment, I have no want to do oversized, simply because I don't want to buy lights. It's stupid to me. I'm not gonna buy lights to pull a load or pull loads every so often. As of right now, I'm not interested in doing oversized. Maybe later on I'll do oversized. It's a lot easier at 21 physically than it is at 28. But mentally, it's way easier at 28 because when you're younger, you're focused on the wrong thing. You're focused on the money. But as far as I can see, the flatbed division is more of what I'm looking for. But to the guys that are wanting to come to Road Legends and want to do dry-van, that's also, you'd also be fine with dry-van. You just got to run a little harder on the dry-van side. I ran 1 year and 4 months on the dry-van side and was perfectly fine. I did have ups and downs with the truck breaking or what have you. I would not trade my truck in for a newer truck. I want an older truck. It's in and out. If I pay it off, and when I pay it off, if I decide to go somewhere else in January or February, I can do so. If you're wanting a truck that you would hope would be perfectly fine for your first 1 or 2 years with Road Legends, go ahead and get you one of the 25 or 24, 25 or 26 Freightliners. They also have, I think they switched to X15 Cummins in the Kenworths in the T680s. I haven't seen any of those trucks, but they do say they have them on the yard. I don't go to Chicago that often, and the next time I'll be in the yard, I'll be switching all my equipment back over from like my chains and my straps and things. I'll be switching all that stuff back over to my truck, opposed to on the back of the rental. Flatbed equipment. The flatbed equipment with Road Legends is $3,100. Your first full week with them, they're gonna pull out $600, which will leave you $2,500 to pay. I would recommend that you pay it off as fast as possible. If that's something that you can do, that's probably what I'm going to be doing, is trying to pay it off as fast as possible. So that way my equipment's paid for. They're not taking out whatever, 100, 150, whatever dollars a week on top of everything else. But yeah, still with Road Legends, still making money. They're still trying to keep me rolling. They're trying to find the best option. I've had bad luck as far as brokers are concerned the past 2 or 3 weeks since I've been on the flatbed side. Either brokers have lied, loads have been, and I'm not just saying that the brokers are lying because I'm trying to stick up for Road Legends. These brokers are horrible. They are so horrible. The load that I posted pictures of earlier, that load was supposed to weigh 15,000 pounds. I get there and the shipper's like, "Oh no, that's 34,000 all day." I was like, no, it's supposed to be 15,000. And they said, "Nope, it's 34." They showed me the paperwork. I contacted Road Legends. Road Legends was like, essentially, what the hell? We don't know why they're saying that. They gave me the option to either take the load or leave it. I said at 200 something miles, $900, and it was at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Flatbeds normally don't load that late, so I couldn't complain. I took it. They didn't get finished loading me until like 12 o'clock at night. Like I got done securing and tarping at like 12:30. They probably got done loading by like, I want to say 10:45, 11. So it took me like an hour and a half to get everything tarped and secured. But that's something that Road Legends can't control. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be good weeks. There's going to be bad weeks. It happens. This is a trucking industry. But if anybody out there is looking to ask questions directly to me or to anybody in the Discord, join the Discord. Please feel free to drop as many comments as you like. Tag me in it. Whenever I see it, I'll answer it as soon as possible. But thank you all once again for taking the time out to watch the videos. I'm not gonna hold you. I told you I wasn't gonna hold you too long. So peace. Hopefully we catch you out on the podcast channel or we catch you in the Discord. Have a good one.
I got 100 round drum in the bag, and nigga not missing, no. I got 100 rounds stuffed in the bag, you know I'ma flip it all. Tell my lagoon to make you a tag, la homie gon' hunt you down. My niggas swiping shit just like flag, they tryna gun you.